Hey everyone, welcome to Alpha Insights. I'm Lane. We've got a mining story today that flew under a lot of people's radar. And hey, if you have questions while you're listening, drop them at stockalpha.ai.
And I'm Riley. Liberty Star quietly grew a big piece of ground in Arizona, and there are some seriously eye-catching assay numbers. If anything jumps out at you, send it to stockalpha.ai and we'll dig in.
Quick setup. Liberty Star expanded its Hay Mountain package to about 31 square miles and added 13 new exploration permits. They reported a bonanza-grade hit at Red Rock Canyon, 107 grams per ton. And they see copper signs at Earp Ridge, plus rare earth element pathfinders across the property.
So, the real question here is, how big is 107 grams per ton in plain terms? That converts to roughly 3.44 ounces per ton, which is a big number for an early-stage exploration assay.
Right, and the scale matters. 31 square miles in the Tombstone District gives them what the company calls a district-scale footprint. Multiple targets, multiple commodities. That optionality can attract different types of buyers, from gold-focused groups to copper or rare earth players.
I mean, when you look at the data, a big footprint plus mixed commodities sounds attractive on paper, but it doesn't remove the usual hurdles: drilling, metallurgy, permitting, community engagement, and of course, funding.
Exactly. Management is upbeat. They're pointing to size and the mix of high-grade gold, copper indications, and rare earth pathfinders as proof of potential. Markets tend to be more cautious. One standout assay is attention-grabbing, but analysts typically want systematic drill results, resource modeling, and metallurgy before they change their view.
And then there's the money side. Exploration on this scale runs into the millions. Drilling campaigns, assays, baseline studies. Without a deep-pocketed partner or institutional backing, expanding your footprint can become a funding drain rather than value creation.
So what could actually move the needle in 2026? The clearest things are step-out drilling that ties those high-grade hits into a repeatable zone, an initial resource estimate that shows scale or near-surface ounces or pounds, and a strategic joint venture with a mid-tier or major miner.
Plus, positive metallurgical test work, especially important when you've got mixed gold, copper, and rare earth elements. If recovery isn't feasible at reasonable costs, the headline assays don't mean much in economic terms.
Right. To put it another way, analysts note a few concrete milestones that would shift attention. 1. Consistent assay results from systematic infill and step-out holes. 2. An initial resource number. 3. Any farm-in or joint venture deal that de-risks funding and signals industry validation.
Yeah, that's a good point. If Liberty Star strings together consistent assays and publishes an initial resource by mid-2026, you're likely to see institutional analysts and majors start to pay attention. That kind of validation is often the fastest route off the back pages and into deal flow.
So how should people think about this? It's a classic exploration risk-reward scenario. Upside is obvious: district-scale tenure, bonanza-grade hits, and multiple commodities in a jurisdiction that has been positioning itself as mining-friendly. The downside is equally clear. Success depends on follow-up drilling, metallurgy, permitting, and sustained financing. We are not giving personalized investment advice, just laying out what the data suggests.
Honestly, I was a bit surprised by how quiet this story has stayed. For discovery hunters, Hay Mountain can sit on a watch list. For investors who need visible resources or partner-backed programs, it's still speculative until those follow-ups happen.
Quick recap. Key takeaways. Big footprint in Arizona. 107 grams per ton is a headline number but needs context. And catalysts to watch are drilling results, metallurgy, an initial resource, and any joint venture or permitting milestones.
And the risks: metallurgical complexity, permitting delays even in a friendlier state, funding shortfalls that force tough financing, and the possibility that high-grade hits prove to be isolated.
All right, that's our look at Liberty Star's Hay Mountain. Got questions? We'd love to hear from you. Head over to stockalpha.ai where you can ask us anything and we'll answer live. And while you're there, check out more market content.
Thanks for listening. We'll keep watching the drill results and any deal activity through 2026. Send your questions to stockalpha.ai and we'll cover the best ones on the show.